this child. She's the only one he'll communicate with.
Welcome to See Next, and in this video, we are counting down our picks for the top 20 best movies of 2021. Number 20. The Matrix 4. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on December 22, 2021. The Matrix 4 is an upcoming American science fiction action film and the fourth installment in the Matrix franchise. The film is produced, co-written and directed by Lana Wachowski, who co-directed and co-wrote the three previous films with Lily Wachowski. Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, Jada Pinkett Smith, Lambert Wilson and Daniel Bernhardt reprise their roles from previous films in the series.
We missed you. It ends tonight.
Number 19. The King's Man. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on August 20, 2021. The King's Man is an upcoming period action spy film directed by Matthew Vaughn. The third installment in the Kingsman film series, which is based on the comic book The Secret Service by Mark Millar and Dave Gibbons, the film serves as a prequel to 2014's Kingsman, The Secret Service and 2017's Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Why is it that boys are always so messy?
Number 18. Peter Rabbit 2: The Runaway. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on June 11, 2021. Peter Rabbit 2 is a 2021 live-action, computer-animated comedy film directed by Will Gluck. The film is a sequel to 2018's Peter Rabbit and is based on the stories of Peter Rabbit created by Beatrix Potter.
Welcoming a new parent.
Not that close.
A father.
Father?
Father?
No, you're not my father.
Number 17. Mortal Kombat. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on April 16, 2021. Mortal Kombat is an upcoming American martial arts fantasy action film directed by Simon McCoy. It is based on the video game franchise of the same name created by Ed Boon and John Tobias, serving as a reboot to the Mortal Kombat film series. The film will star Louis Tan, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Tadanobu Asano, Mehcad Brooks, Ludi Lin, Chin Han, Joe Taslim, and Hiroyuki Sanada.
I am Sub-Zero.
Number 16. Zack Snyder's Justice League. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on March 2021. Zack Snyder's Justice League is an upcoming director's cut of the 2017 American superhero film Justice League. It presents Justice League, the fifth film of the DC Extended Universe and based on the DC Comics superhero team of the same name as director Zack Snyder had intended it before he left the production. Like the theatrical release, Zack Snyder's Justice League follows the Justice League Batman, Ben Affleck, Superman, Henry Cavill, Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, The Flash, Ezra Miller, Aquaman, Jason Momoa, and Cyborg, Ray Fisher as they attempt to save the world from the catastrophic threat of Steppenwolf, Kieran Hines, and his army of parademons. Number 15. Top Gun: Maverick. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on July 2, 2021. Top Gun: Maverick is an upcoming American action drama film directed by Joseph Kosinski. It is the sequel to 1986's Top Gun. The film stars Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, Jennifer Connelly, Jon Hamm, Glenn Powell, Louis Pullman, Ed Harris, and Val Kilmer. Cruise and Kilmer reprise their roles from the first film. Number 14. Mission Impossible 7. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on November 19, 2021. Mission Impossible 7 is an upcoming American action spy film starring Tom Cruise, who reprises his role as Ethan Hunt, and written and directed by Christopher McQuarrie. It will be the seventh installment of the Mission Impossible film series, and the third film in the series to be directed by McQuarrie, following Rogue Nation and Fallout.
How is he?
Well, you know, same old Ethan.
Number 13. A Quiet Place Part 2. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on September 17, 2021. A Quiet Place Part 2 is an American horror film and the sequel to A Quiet Place, 2018. The sequel film was directed by John Krasinski and stars Emily Blunt, Millicent Simmons, and Noah Jupe, who reprised their roles from the first film. Cillian Murphy and Jaimin Hansu also joined the cast. Krasinski also reprises his role from the first film in newly filmed flashback sequences.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Mom. Yeah.
Number 12. Free Guy. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 21, 2021. Free Guy is an upcoming American science fiction action comedy film directed by Sean Levy. The film stars Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Joe Keery, Lil Rel Howery, Utkarsh Ambudkar and Taika Waititi.
Hi. God, this isn't you. You don't do this, man.
Maybe I do.
Phew, this is scary.
Number 11. Jungle Cruise. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on July 30, 2021. Jungle Cruise is an upcoming American adventure film directed by Jom Khaled Sarah from a story by Glenn Ficarra and John Requa and a screenplay written by Michael Green, Ficarra and Requa, based on Walt Disney's theme park attraction of the same name. Produced by Walt Disney Pictures, the film stars Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Edgar Ramirez, Jack Whitehall, Jesse Plemons, and Paul Giamatti.
Not a good time.
My brother and I are looking for passage upriver.
Please go away.
I have a lot of money.
Number 10. Ghostbusters Afterlife. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on November 11, 2021. Ghostbusters Afterlife is an upcoming American supernatural comedy drama film directed by Jason Reitman and written by Reitman and Gil Keenan. It stars Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, and Paul Rudd. It is the direct sequel to Ghostbusters 1984 and Ghostbusters 2 1989 and the fourth film overall in the Ghostbusters franchise. Set 30 years after the second film, a family moves to a small town, where they discover their connection to the original Ghostbusters and their grandfather's secret legacy.
It has a gunner seat?
Number 9. Venom – Let There Be Carnage. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on June 25, 2021. Venom – Let There Be Carnage is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Venom, produced by Columbia Pictures in association with Marvel and Tencent Pictures. Distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing, it is intended to be the third film in the Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters and the sequel to Venom 2018. The film is being directed by Andy Serkis from a screenplay by Kelly Marcel, and stars Tom Hardy, Woody Harrelson, Michelle Williams, Reed Scott, and Naomi Harris.
We are Venom.
Number 8. Dune. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on October 1, 2021. Dune is an upcoming science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve with a screenplay by John Spaihts, Villeneuve, and Eric Roth. The film is an international co-production of Canada, Hungary, the United Kingdom, and the United States. It is the first of a planned two-part adaptation of the 1965 novel of the same name by Frank Herbert, which will cover roughly the first half of the book. Number 7. The Conjuring 3. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on June 4, 2021. The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It is an upcoming American supernatural horror film, directed by Michael Chaves. The film will serve as a sequel to The Conjuring 2013 and The Conjuring 2 2016, and is the eighth installment overall in the Conjuring Universe franchise. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga will be reprising their roles as paranormal investigators and authors Ed and Lorraine Warren, with Rory O'Connor, Sarah Catherine Hook, and Julian Hilliard also starring. Juan and Peter Safran are returning to co-produce the project. The film is based on the trial of Arne Cheyenne Johnson, a murder trial that took place in 1981 in Connecticut. Number 6. Spider-Man No Way Home. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on December 17, 2021. It is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Spider-Man, co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios, and distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. It is intended to be the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home, and the 27th film in the MCU. The film is directed by John Watts, written by Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, and stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, Jacob Batalon, Marissa Tomei, Jamie Foxx, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Alfred Molina.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your jobs. What? I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work. Because I am going on vacation.
Number 5. No Time to Die. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on the 8th of October 2021. No Time to Die is a forthcoming spy film and the 25th installment in the James Bond film series produced by Eon Productions. The film features Daniel Craig in his fifth and final outing as the fictional British MI6 agent James Bond. The film is directed by Cary Joji Fukunaga. Number 4. Black Widow. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 7, 2021. Black Widow is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. Produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, it is intended to be the 24th film in the MCU. The film was directed by Kate Shortland and stars Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow alongside Florence Pugh, David Harbour, O.T. Fagbenle, William Hurt, Ray Winstone, and Rachel Weisz. Set after Captain America: Civil War 2016, the film sees Romanoff on the run and forced to confront her past.
Still fits. Family. Back together again.
You got fat.
Number 3. The Suicide Squad. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on August 6, 2021. The Suicide Squad is an upcoming American superhero film based on the DC Comics antihero team The Suicide Squad. Produced by DC Films, Atlas Entertainment, and the Safran Company, and set for distribution by Warner Bros. Pictures, it is intended to be a soft reboot and standalone sequel to Suicide Squad 2016, and the 10th film in the DC Extended Universe. The film, written and directed by James Gunn, stars an ensemble cast led by Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, John Cena, Joel Kinnaman, Peter Capaldi, Sylvester Stallone, and Viola Davis. In the Suicide Squad, new and old members of an imprisoned supervillain government task force are sent to destroy an old laboratory prison.
Seriously, the hell's wrong with you people?
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Number 2. F9. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 28, 2021. F9 is an upcoming American action film directed by Justin Lin from a screenplay by Daniel Casey and Lin. It is the sequel to The Fate of the Furious 2017, the 9th main installment, and the 10th full-length film released overall in the Fast and Furious franchise. The film will star Vin Diesel, John Cena, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Jordana Brewster, Natalie Emmanuel, Sung Kang, Helen Mirren, and Charlize Theron. Before going to top 1, here are some honorable mentions. And don't forget to subscribe the channel.
Oh wow, this is so detailed.
They don't come back.
dragon, you're coming with me.
My sword here says we're not.
Number 1, Godzilla vs. Kong. The film is scheduled to be released in the United States on March 31, 2021. Godzilla vs. Kong is an upcoming American monster film directed by Adam Wingard. A sequel to Godzilla King of the Monsters and Kong Skull Island, it is the fourth film in Legendary's Monsterverse. The film is also the 36th film in the Godzilla franchise, the 12th film in the King Kong franchise, and the fourth Godzilla film to be completely produced by a Hollywood studio. The film stars Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, Isa Gonzalez and Jessica Henwick.